Well, hello everybody. What is the rumpus? My name is Steven, and we're going to be looking at Pacific Flyboys, which is still a work in progress, getting closer, honing things, changing things. The last 30 days or so has seen some improvements and changes. I thought, no, I'll make a video today while I have some time and just sort of peruse through some of the game in case you're interested. So I have it on, I have the digital version right now, and we'll just hop in here and look at the basic game board here. So you've probably been following my progress if you're watching this, I assume. So the carrier cards have gone through a little bit of an extensive overhaul. Not extensive, a slight overhaul. Changed the number order. Yeah, just comes from my studies here in Japan. So those are back to normal. Those are back to normal. The fighter cards have changed a little bit. The zone cards have changed. Bombing cards have just slightly changed. I made some progress on the game manual, and let's go over here. Blindly play through this reconnaissance, shuffle up this reconnaissance deck, and draw. You'll see I changed the rules. This is meant to be played by 2 players or more, and I am trying to get a solo version down. So, and then there's recon locations. So these recon locations get placed out and revealed. And I should probably hit the right button there. So you'll see we get a +3 attack for any pilot. This gives us 2 resources. This location at Port Moresby gives us 5 resources per turn. So this is the general idea in the reconnaissance phase, and we want to win the hand to kind of steal these locations. Now there's nobody here, but I'm going to pretend there's a Japanese player. Let's say he wants to secure that card. Let's say I'm going to fight him for that card. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to play my surface intel, because maybe he's bluffing. I don't know. Then it's his turn. He can choose to double down there. But let's say he wants to go to Port Moresby. And let's say I put a decoy here on Port Via. So let's say he doubles down on Port Moresby. And I decide to play this card here. We've each gone 3 times. Then we would reveal our cards one by one. So okay, he's got a decoy which fools my surface intel. I could put a sub there to win that card, but I'm going to wait. I want to keep the sub, so I can let him win that. This I automatically win. He did not put anything there. And let's see what we got here. We've got an anti-sub and a sub, and I've got bad weather. Unfortunately, the bad weather does trump the destroyer, but the bad weather does not affect the sub, so he wins the intel for that. So he would get that intel, and then these cards were going to get discarded. I would get this intel, as he didn't play any card there. And then this one, I would play a card. I would say, well, you know what? I could play intercept, play my sub, which trumps his decoy, and he's going to play surface intel. He can't beat it. Let's just see if he had a better card. He has the intel, the intercept, but it doesn't work for the sub. So he probably would not have played that. And then I would win this card as well, because I won those 2 cards. The game is already set up, but I would these cards out here, all these zone cards kind of in the middle that are not gold bordered, all of those cards I would start placing. So I would draw one of the cards, and I would, in this case, when I place them down, I have 2 to place. So let's say I would place these 2 as American controlled, US Navy controlled. Okay. Yeah, normally, so the game would start like this with just the adjacent cards by the carriers filled in, and then I could fill in whatever I wanted. So I could take the center, and then I have one more. I won 2 cards, and I could take this right flank or his left. And then we would I won 2. So I won 2. So his fleet would become more known. He won 1. I would move mine to known, 1 space. So if I win 2 hands, I've discovered his carrier. So that's how that recon works. And then I've got these bonus cards that I can use for the game. That is I majorly changed the recon to make it a lot more interesting. I mean, the first version I had was very, very bad. I mean, not bad, just completely boring, wasn't interesting, and I think I'm on a better branch of creativity with that, with the way that is. What else was I going to say? I think, yeah, I do have to get rid of those decoy cards. So the pilot cards are the same. The aircraft cards are slightly different. Let's kind of zoom in here. So you can see the TBM, the SBD here, they're a lot different now. We've got our landing and takeoff values, our resource values. This is a special value for a little later. There's rear gunners, so there's a rear defense value. These are combat actions that you can take during attack and defense. And then we have our defense and our attack. As you can see, the dive bomber has bombs as well as machine guns. So does the TBM. We can go over to the Japanese side. So looking at the Japanese side, we have the same thing. So all torpedoes have a aqua color, and the dive bombers have a black color, and fighters are just not, what's the word I'm looking for? Not identified on the card right now. I don't even want to put those there, but I noticed some people had trouble telling the planes apart. They all look the same. That's pretty much, how it is. It's nothing I could really do about that. I don't want to do too much non-historical stuff with the paint jobs. So right now, that's how it is. I might do a different icon or something, but that's how it is now. It's kind of easy to see, in my opinion. Now, the zone cards have also been redone. So the zone card, you can see, has a low altitude and a high altitude. This is this should not be. Oh, I am on the Japanese side. So this is Imperial Japanese Navy protected. There's a defensive 2 for all the planes in there, and of course there's AA. So when aircraft venture into this zone, they have to sort of survive an AA attack. Okay, it goes for the zone in the front as well. Yeah, and that's how those things work. I have the dive bomb card here. This is the dive bombing card that resolves the dive bombing, and we have a torpedo version that would go over here. And then this is, I'm hitting the wrong button. This is the torpedo card. So as the approaching aircraft come in, let me get so they would start here. There would be an AA. They would decide to abort or continue. They move up to the next mark. Then these are the values that we're dealing with. If they survive the AA here, well, they could launch their torpedoes, or they can push forward. Obviously, it gets worse the closer you get. There's a little more AA threat. There's a little bit of an evasive bonus to for the carrier. The closer he gets, obviously, there's no evasive bonus. There's a larger AA threat, and there's a higher chance of success on their end, and more damage. And that is how the torpedo bomber works. So you do it in turns. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 turns plus the first initial one. So there's a total of 5. The initial one is just an AA check. So just for little demonstration, I guess. I'll just do one. So the AA is -10. The AA is at 35 for one plane. So that would be a 25. I would have to roll under 25. I roll a 26. Every time I make a video, it does that. So I got a 26. The AA is nothing. He would obviously want to move in, so he moves up to the first line. Now we've got another attack. Negative AA, -5 AA, so that would be 30 for me. And again, I'm over 92, so there is no AA. He can choose to continue or launch. He wants to push it, so he continues. And I got 0 AA modifier, so that's a 35. So I need a 34, and I got a 37. So look at that, very close. He decides to push it. He's got his shark eyes set on that carrier, and now I've got a 19 for the AA, and I need, with the bonus of 5 and the base of 35, that's 40. I need to roll under 30. Under 40, so 39 or less, and I've hit. The AA has hit, which means he gets flipped. Now he can choose to launch here, and let's say he's like, okay, I want to launch. I don't want to risk it. I'm just going to roll my dice for him. So he's got a 40, and he's got a success chance of 5. So this torpedo, let me kind of zoom in on that. You'll see the 40, the torpedo 40 at the top. So he'll get the 40 plus the 5 for 45. So he needs a 44 or less. Well, you saw it here first, folks. Look at these rolls. He was just able to hit. So if we look on the damage, it's 3 to the hull. I don't have everything set up for the game today. So 3 for the hull. Bam, that's a very solid hit, almost immobilized the carrier. After that, he decides which way to exit. Let's say he exits this way. Okay. Sorry, I don't have the game wasn't really set up to play right now. Things are a little off. Okay, so he goes into the low altitude zone here. And again, we roll for AA when they hit those zones. So I need a 35 for one plane. I need a 35 or less, or 34 or less. I rolled an 82. He's escaped. So the next turn, the next movement turn, he can just zoom out of that zone, and that's it. He came in, he did his little 1-2 punch. That was a nice shot. And yeah, if there's more planes coming down doing the the torpedo run, I would actually obviously be in a lot of trouble. Yeah, so that's how that works. And the dive bombing is just a similar kind of step-by-step, deciding abort or press on. Both players roll, do their respective rolls just like that. That is how that works. Well, that's really, I think that's it for the kind of changes I made. The biggest changes, let's say this this card is in the low altitude zone, and an A6M comes up behind him. So the A6M has greater maneuverability over the TVM. Sorry. So I can use that as an advantage, the greater maneuverability. So that will give me a +5 to my attack. He can't do anything in defense, like he can't do any power dive or try to outmaneuver me. Oh, well, he can't do a power dive because we're in low altitude anyway. So he wouldn't get any bonuses. So I would get to roll a 73. I need a 73 okay, great. I got a 23. So I would hit. We'll have a 58. So he'll need a 53 for his defense because he gets a rear gunner bonus. Right. I'm just going to roll my dice for ease of play. So what did I say? 63. He gets an 86. So he missed. So I completely won. That means this card is destroyed. completely destroyed. It's taken right off the board because that's a total win. There's different degrees in the combat of winning and losing, but in that case, I had a complete victory. That's how things work so far. I'm enjoying how it's turning out, and I'm excited to get this play tested again. I forgot the name of it. The rule book, the manual. So the manual, it's much better now. I'm still in the process of working on it. There are 2 carriers in the base game. Got the Zuikaku, and there's the Yorktown. It is slightly asymmetrical, as you can see, slightly asymmetrical with the carriers. Oh, I just realized I have to change something on the Yorktown. Okay, so things are going well. There will probably be in the base game island work. These are the island cards. They're just the same card right now. So there will be definitely carrier battles, playing either 1 versus 1 carrier or 2 versus 1 or 2 versus 2. And most likely I will have the island cards. Most likely. That is still something I might not get to. I'm trying to keep this game smaller than my previous game, Through Hell and Back. It's going to come with the 4 carriers. It's going to come with 30 each on each side, 30 planes on each side. It's going to come with almost 40 reconnaissance cards, the zone cards, the 4 dice, 4 d10s. That's all I know now. I hope towards the end of the summer I can get this shored up and out for sale. It will be available as a PNP and through the Game Crafter. So if you are interested, make sure you are following my Facebook page or are following the Work in Progress thread on BoardGameGeek.com. Those will be linked in the description below in case you don't know. Make sure you're following that for announcements and stuff. I do regularly post progress on the game, and that's it. Yeah, I've been yakking for a while. I just wanted to quickly show this off. I hope you enjoyed watching. I'm grateful. If you haven't, please click the like button or even the thumbs down, thumbs up, whatever you want. Anything helps me. Spread the word. If you know anybody that's interested in these types of games, it's not a complicated game. It's easy to play. Like, I should appeal to a lot of different people that are interested in history or war gaming on the lighter side. And as usual, I have expansions in the back of my mind for this. And that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day or evening. Be well, happy, and peaceful, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.